Hey again, what I want to do in this video, I want to do the web service for register a new user. That means there's a web service. When you call it, you send the information for the new user, and this web service will save the information in the database. You will save it exactly in the field in the table, name it login. So I just clean the screen. Let me describe the login for you. So you see this is the login table. So to insert data in this table, for now, if I just say select, that means select star, that means everything from login. That means show me everything that you have in the login. He doesn't show you anything. Why? Because there is nothing here. So an SQL statement to show the data, you say select star, that means all the columns from the table name. Table name login, show me everything in the login. He don't have anything. So to insert data in the login, I say insert into the table name login. Then the field I want to insert? I want to insert the first name. Okay, cool. I want to insert in the email. Okay. I want to insert in the password. I want to insert in the picture path. Let me just make it full screen so it will be easy to follow. So I want to insert all this information. Then I close the bracket. Then I say values for these. So now for every column, for first column, first name, I say, for example, Hussein. Okay, close it. What about the second one? Email, I say a@yahoo.com. What about third one, which is the password? 1 2 3 4 5. See, I add the data between colon because the data is string. Everything here is string, so I add them between colon. Then what the last field? Picture path. Let me suppose home/user.png. I don't have real things, but just here. So the SQL statement for insert, you just say insert into the table name, then you open a bracket, give the column that you insert data in, like I want to insert in first name, email, password, picture path, the values for every column, first column, second column, third, fourth, according to the order. Boom, he say done. If I say again, select star from login, see, he show me, you say, hey, you insert one record. If you see, I didn't add any user ID. I did add user ID, but he give me ID 1. Why? Because I say this column is auto increment. If you remember, when we create this column, we say this is auto increment. That means it will be created automatically. So now if I just add a new record, so if I just that means I need to repeat same thing what I did here, same statement. Let me suppose repeat it, but let me change the name to the Jenna, and let's say Jenna@yahoo.com. The password, you could give it anything. The user, say user2.png, whatever. Click enter. I say you create a new record. If I just select star from, see I have Jenna, and Jenna have ID 2. Because I say auto increment, that means every time he will create unique ID for every user. So this is the data that I created using directory. But now what I want to do, I want to use the PHP. So, or the web service. The web service that I will use in this tutorial is PHP. So first of all, make sure you have PHP installed and set up everything. You could install, just say PHP. You could go to the website for PHP and install everything from PHP. I will not go to the process of installing PHP because not my interesting area here. I want just to show you directly how I could work. So to get started, for sure, I say create a new file, or I say here file, a new file, and I will save this file. Sorry, not open. I will save it, save as. I will save it in the folder named sites, because in the Mac machine, all the web server for the Apache will work from folder named sites. So you don't have to do it from sites, but I have to do it because I'm using Mac machine. So in the sites, I will create a new folder. I will name this one a Twitter server, because I will call it. So Twitter, a Twitter Android server. I will name it Twitter Android server, and boom, create it. Then here I will name this file. Let me name this file for register. I say register.php. Why .php? Because I want to use PHP. So register in this way .php. So this is PHP file. Also, I want to have a header for my application. so I would use it. So I would create a new file also. So new, and I will save it, and I will save it here. I will name it db info. I name it ANC. ANC, it's part from the PHP. Like, you could name it PHP, or you could name it ANC. It is like that. When you do ANC, that means this file will not be directory called, will be called inside other file. So I would say ANC. So here I will, in ANC, I will define some information about my database. So what I will do in PHP, to start work with PHP, I open a bracket, I say PHP, and I just close the bracket, okay, in this way. So some information I want to have it. One of them is the host. What do you think the host here? Host here is 127.0.0.1 because my local machine. I'm saving a local machine. If you are using a remote server, like you want to go to the production mode, you just change the IP address for your server that you upload your database there. Then the second variable, I will name it what the user here. The user I'm using here root. And what the password? Hey, I need to add semicolon every line. I'm using PHP. What the password? The password here, I would use the same one I have, 1 2 3 4 5. This is because I want to connect to my local SQL. I want to connect to this SQL, so I would do it in this way. So then, what the last one? The database. So I say database. Database, name it. You know the database that we created. So if you remember, if you don't remember, I could show you. This is my database. Database, name it Twitter. Okay. So make sure mention the Twitter here. So this is all the information about the connection. I have the IP address, the username, password, the database name. Maybe this information changed for you when you go to production. Now I'm running on the local machine. When you want to go to production, change all this information for the production mode and keep all the code same. You don't need to change anything. So now I want to connect. I define variable, name it connect, and this connect should have MySQL connect, and will take number of information. One of them is the host. He will take the host, and also he will take the user, password, and the database. So it will take the user, it will take the password, and it will take the database. So database, okay. Hopefully everything is correct. So now I just did connect. Then just want to make sure if this connect is success. So I say, hey, if the connect there is error in the connection, I want you to show me to die. What I say, hey, die, and show me this error message like cannot connect to database. Okay, then you just give the error message that you have it in the server, just saying MySQL connect error, then open a bracket, close it, then close this one. So a really basic process here. I just define the host, the user, password, and connect for this database, MySQL connect. If there is success, that's fine. If there is error, tell me cannot do it, and to die, and give me why you cannot do it. This is just part for connect to the database. So I just need to import this header in my register and in every page. So when I say PHP, and I just close this tag here, okay, and I could write my PHP code here. So I would require here that field, or I would require that file, name it db what info dot inc. So when I do require this file, that's mean exactly just take all this code and paste them here, and I could continue writing my code. But because I need this code in different pages, so directory, I add them here, and I just require them, and he will post them here. So when I do require, he will directory connect it and check everything, and I have connect variable and everything. I just try to run my query. So what's my query? I say, hey, I want to run query, and the query I want to run it will be that query that I have is. So this is what's my query. Is that right? Insert into that table. Let me just go back. Boom. This is my query, and let me just do some update. So first name, email, password, values. Just pass the values. So for this one, I need to get the value from the input. So I say this one should be in this way. Boom. So wait a second. Yes. So I say dot. Then I say this sign. Then get the field name, first name, then dot. That's what that means in SQL or in PHP. That's mean, hey, instead first name that's hard-coded directory, replace it with the first name that coming from the query. Same thing for email, same thing for password, same thing for homepage. But I want to replace them. So this one should be email, this one should be password, this one should be picture path. So this is all the information. Now I have the query, I think, ready to run it on the database. All what I have to do is say run the query. So I say, hey, result, variable, name it result, will be equal to MySQL I query. Like I want to run a query on the database, on the connect, from where I bring I don't have variable name here connect, but I already inherit the connect from this file. So from the connect, run it on the connect and run this query on that file. That's mean, hey, I want this query to be run on the database. Just say, hey, I have the database already connected. Just run this query on the database. And that is, if you success. If you not, show me why not. So I say, hey, if there is no result, that means I have something wrong. So whatever, like I said, let me suppose I have output here, output, and the output I would suppose to be this message. This message should be MSG, and the message data is JSON message. I should say it failed. That means he cannot save. If he success, that means else. Make sure this one be in this way. And if he success, that means I was able to read the data. So I could say output record or user is added. User is added. Okay. Then what I want to do, just print this one to the output. I say print the output. Output. Then when you're done, I need to close the connection to the database. I say MySQL I underscore close. Close. And this way, the connect. Boom. I should be set. Here I set. So the question is this. First of all, create connect to the database using this information. Then define the query. Run the query on the database. If he success, he will give you success. If he fail, he give you why he fail, and that is. Now I want to call this file register. So to access to this file, you know where it's living. It should be Ctrl+Shift+H, site. Should be live here. In the folder, name it PHP Android service. So to access to it, I have to go to the host, then I say slash the folder name slash the file that I want to call. I want to call register.php. I say register.php. But this register.php needs number of information. If you look through it, he asks from number of information. One of them is first name, email, password, picture path. So I need to pass this information also. So going here, I say, hey, register the first name, let me suppose Hussein, and then I say and sign the email, this way email, I supposed to be c@yahoo.com, then and the password, I would supposed to be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and last one is the picture path. Hopefully I just get it correct. So take copy. Hopefully everything now is correct, and picture path equal whatever home/phu.png. So this is how to pass the information. To pass the information to the server, you just say the server name, first name equal the value, email equal value, then password equal value, and the page equal value. Run it. You say you have error on the line number 7. So 7, what he said here, what he said about line number 7, I just go back here. You say parse error in register line number 7. So 6 7, here you have some errors here. Don't know what is it, maybe so, and I find the problem. I think here I have some error, need to be fixed, semicolon. Here also need semicolon. This variable need to have at before it, because, and this else statement is not correct. So hopefully now everything is correct. I don't know the PHP with this IDE. I'm not well with it. Here you go. Message user is added. So now if I just go to the database, make sure that if the user is already added, see, here is it. Here is the user, Hussein, C1234 home. Yes, we did a great job. So now this service is ready. So now whenever I want to call the service, so here should call service. So whenever call service to a new register. So whenever I want to register a new person, just I call the service in this way, and I just replace these with the real values. And here we're done. Thanks for watching. See you next.